Hey, it's John again to play some Immaculate Grid. Very humbled from yesterday's performance. Why? Because Rondell White never played right field. Not one day of his life. Played a lot of center field, played a lot of left field. Usually guys like that play a little bit of right field. But never once played right field. A lot of left, a lot of center, no right. I guess he would have been competing against Vladimir Guerrero for what I was looking for. So, but never even in his career with any other teams. That was my big surprise from yesterday. It was kind of a fun category. They just had left field, right field, center field for three teams, one of which was the Brewers, so I got that, and the Braves. And then on the Expos, I was floating some options. Gary Carter, I knew had played a little right field. I thought that'd be a fun little pick, a little surprise. Um, I think it was actually a few percent, so it wouldn't have been that sneaky. But I went with Rondell White just because he usually scores pretty low. I've used Rondell White successfully before, linking teams, but I assumed he played more than 0 games ever in right field. So you always keep getting surprised. Let's play now. Let's see, sharing the screen. And there's my failure right there. See, Brad Wilkerson was only 0.6%, but I probably could have gone with you know, not gotten greedy. I probably could play Dave Martinez down here and then maybe thrown Brian Jordan at it or something like that. Oh well, live and learn. Let's play again. Hit and refresh, hit and play, and then going fast. All right, Devon White works. All right, let's go Tony Batista. That might be a little low. Was way too low. Jack Morris definitely works. Let's get Daryl Evans. Steve Finley. Finley would also work here, but let's go Benji Molina. Man. Pass. Tony Womack. Randall Simon. And there's got to be someone again. All right, 56 seconds. I was really stumped on that one. I think I just thought of another one that'll be a much lower rarity though. 76 rarity, not bad for a timed round. Finley gets 5% here. He'd also work here. Daryl Evans are all the way up there at 16%. I've played that one before and been surprised. This is all teams. Blew a 1% on here. We'll see if I can best that. All right. Well, I guess let's do a stop share, 57 seconds or so. Probably a little bit less. It's never quite what I'm showing on the screen there. And then there it is. Took me a second. Getting what you paid for, guys. All right. All right. So now we've got a little bit more time here. Man, where to start? Oh, Hank Greenberg works over here. The guy I was thinking of for this one is Terry Forster of a 397 career batting average fame. He hits both of these teams and goes .05. Now, Jose Guillen would have worked down here, so I can't use him. Jay Bell will work. Jay Bell also works. Sorry, Matt Williams works here. That's what I'm thinking of. A couple of your original Diamondbacks. Randy Johnson, I think, is going to be the most popular. That's something I've noticed is that Randy Johnson's final season in San Francisco is not slipping under anyone's radar. He did get his 300th win with the Giants, so I think that gets it a little bit of popularity there. Why don't we go thinking Norm Seaburn? He's been a very Very go-to 0.01% type guy. 0.06 there. Wearing that Kansas City A's hat. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Um, and then out here, like Renteria, I think is an option, and that'll be a few percent. Harvey Keene will work though, former manager of the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's see how that does. That takes 2%. That seems high, but all right. Who am I to judge? And then let's see, Shea Hillenbrand will definitely work over here. I don't know how rare that's going to be. I believe Dan Plesac plays in Arizona at some point, but actually I'm not. Now I'm second guessing that. Um, let's see. And then for this one, Vernon Wells would be an interesting pick. Traded for, well, Mike Napoli was in that trade, but he never played for the Blue Jays because he was immediately flipped out to Texas. Um, but someone I just thought of who played his final season split between the Angels and Blue Jays is Dave Parker. Goes sub 1% for Dave Parker. Doyle Alexander will definitely work here. He's pictured with a Blue Jays cap in his baseball reference picture. I think he's most popular for Tigers Braves because he was traded for John Smoltz. But he also played for the Blue Jays. For that matter, he also played for Orioles, Dodgers, Yankees. He'll work. Um, I think it's dangerous to use him with the Tigers. I mean, if you're, it's not physically dangerous, but if you're going for a low rarity score. Curtis Granderson will work. He appeared in Toronto. David Price will certainly work. Matt Stairs will work. Um, who else kind of sneaks in? Oh, Cecil Fielder. Cecil Fielder would have been an interesting pick here too. He started his career with Toronto. I don't think that's going to be that rare though. Um, and let's see, going here. We don't want Finley because we already used him, and Reggie Sanders played will work for both of these. So that's someone I like to use. Um, let's see, down here, Hank Greenberg, certainly an option. Um, Matt Stairs maybe here. I think Matt Stairs is never a particularly low one. Let's see how Shea Hillenbrand does. Full percent. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm kind of keeping Reggie Sanders up. I'm trying to remember if Mike Morgan, he finishes his career with Arizona. I'm trying to remember if he plays for San Francisco at some point in there. Um, oh, Devon White also would have worked here. He was the original Arizona Diamondbacks 1998 All-Star. Um, and let's see, Orlando Hudson doesn't play for he hits a lot of the West, but not the Giants. Um, yeah. Oh, Madison Bumgarner is also going to be super popular. Jay Bell works here. Reggie Sanders would work for either of these. Matt Stairs would work for both of these. I went with Randall Simon, right? Um, who else kind of sneaks their way into like Hank Greenberg is the name that keeps coming to mind because he, um, is better known for the Tigers, obviously, but he did play for Pittsburgh. Um, how about be interested to see how he does. And the only reason I remember Madlock was on the 79 Pirates. He was probably most prominent with the Cubs, won 4 batting titles in his career. He finished his career with the Tigers, and I just know that because I have an 88 Topps card of him with the Tigers. Pretty iconic baseball card brand, if I do say so myself. Let's see how that does. That's too high. That's too high. All right. That one's surprising. Both of these were surprising in how high they were. Bill Madlock, like I get that if it was Pirates Cubs, I would see that making a lot of sense at 6% or more. But Pirates Tigers is surprising because he just played for the Tigers at the very end of his career. Um, but the numbers are what they are. And let's see how Matt Stairs does. Another 2%er. So 10% just on the bottom row there, and then I'm up to about 12% overall. So the question is, where do I throw? I think I'm gonna throw Reggie Sanders at one of these, and then just see what I can do about the other one. Maybe I go Jay Bell, and Jay Bell was prominent with both teams though. I don't love that. Reggie Sanders with the Pirates, and then I don't want Randy Johnson. I don't want Baumgartner. I don't really want Matt Williams. All of those folks are very, very, very well known as playing with both teams. I've already played Finley, so I kind of blew it there, but he was 5%. I don't think Devon White ever plays for San Francisco at all. Let's see. You got Bill Miller, Rich Aurelia, JT Snow. None of these people ever play for the Arizona Diamondbacks. You got what? Damian Miller, Travis Lee, Lyle Overbay, Jay Bell, Womack we've used, Jay Bell we've talked about, Matt Williams we've talked about, Luis Gonzalez doesn't hit either of these teams. Finley we've already used, Reggie Sanders works. And the thing is, I'm not coming up with a whole lot of people like less obvious than Jay Bell. Like I listed a bunch of people. So Reggie Sanders here, I'm confident would be sub 1%. I think he'd be sub 1% on both. In this case, he played back-to-back years. Actually, I think back-to-back years, back-to-back-to-back years with all three teams. 01 with the Diamondbacks, won the World Series with them. 02 with the Giants, goes to the World Series with them. And then 03 with the Pirates, doesn't really win anything there. Well, he wins, probably about 65 games. What to do? I think I'll go Reggie. Takes his 1%. And then can we best Greg Swindell, maybe? Did he play for the Pirates? Thing is, like, I'm not doing great trying to think of players who like came up with the Pirates and then went over to Arizona because I've already got Womack and Bell. I blew it on Sanders. Sanders didn't come up with the Pirates, but it's not a ton of options. And I went through the 98 Diamondbacks team. I don't think I hit any Pirates. Maybe Brian Anderson. Is it Brian Anderson, like the 3 starter after Schelling and Johnson? And let's see how Jay Bell does. But I think he's going to be pretty high. 17%. Okay, so there had to have been a better one there. And Jose Guillen would have been good. I blew it by going with him. Mike Fetters would have worked. I love Mike Fetters. Eric Hinsky, he hits a lot of teams. Keep that in my back pocket. Raul Mondesi, I think I could have gotten. I knew he played for the Diamondbacks, and I might have mixed him up with someone with the Pirates, though. Dan Plesac would have worked. Would have worked for this one. Would he have worked for where I was, yeah, he would have worked for, because I was going to go Toronto. Yeah, he played 2 years with Arizona. I wasn't making that up. Man, he hits a lot of teams. All right. Well, not a great rarity score. I was under a minute and not the best rarity score, but not horrid either. Um, Thanks a lot for playing. I'll hopefully build on this, hopefully improve a little bit. At least I got both this time. And we'll be back at it. Have a wonderful weekend. Peace.